Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Walk to Wealth podcast. If you're tuning in on YouTube or any of the podcast directories, make sure to do yourself one teeny tiny little favor and make sure to give us a follow because I don't want you to miss out on any of the amazing episodes I got coming out this year. Without further ado, I got a returning guest. Darren has been on the podcast more than all my other guests. And so today's episode, we're going to do a life update. You know, me and Darren haven't caught up. We haven't got a chance to chop it up in a minute. And so we're just currently the day we're recording is January 7th, 2025. Mm-hmm. Brand new year.
Yes.
Darren, how are you feeling entering into 2025?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling rejuvenated. Okay. I'm feeling like that man. I'm feeling like him.
Any reason as to why?
Because I cut my hair off. I don't know. I just been feeling like him ever since, but I don't know. I'm living life. I feel good this year. I don't know. It's a vibe.
It's different, right?
Uh-huh.
So a lot of you guys don't know. I also cut my hair. I got a do-rag on. For those of you listening, you won't be able to see, of course, but I cut off all my hair. Like every last bit of it to the point where I can barely pull my hair anymore, bro. I have to like pinch my hair just to grab it now. It's like I have no hang time. So anyone that knows me for my hair. Mm-hmm. Everyone that knows me in the professional world knows me for my hair. There's not a single person that knows me nowadays who remembers me from way back when, unless you went to school with me like Darren. Mm-hmm. Or unless you went to school. If you didn't go to school with me, the last time I had low hair was junior year of my high school. So it's like, unless you went to high school with me, you do not know the real Trail Johnny, as they used to say back in the day.
I know. Y'all know John Mendez. Y'all don't know Trail Johnny.
You know John Mendez official. John Mendez realtor maybe a little bit. That was back then. But let's talk about 2025. Let's declare our goals right now. Mm-hmm. What are you working towards this 2025? Because like ideally, let's do this. We want to catch up next year and run this back and see where we were. And so like let us know. Start of 2024, where were you?
Start of 2024, I had closed, one rental? And then, I wasn't on a team and yeah. So that's where I was at 2024. Yeah.
And all right. And now we're at the start of 2025. Where are you at right now?
I did one more rental and 2 buy-side transactions. So, my business been slowly picking up, but hopefully this year, I feel it actually this year that it's gonna pick up something special.
Yeah. All right. So right now, where are you? Let's go through the pillars, right? Mm-hmm. Financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Just go down the line. You have to get into specific, but overall, temperature check. Where are you at right now?
I'm just gonna let you know I don't remember all that. So you financially down in the gutters. But the times right now is I don't think anybody, unless you're like, you have a good paying job and everything. I don't think everybody's a little struggling right now. So financially, I could be worse, but I'm getting there.
All right. Physically, where are you at?
Physically, I feel good. I'm sick, obviously. I don't know if you can tell. I was sick. Let me not say I am sick now. I was beginning of New Year's. But physically, I feel fine. I feel like, my body is keeping up with me and I feel good.
Emotionally,
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Nothing to write home about. I'm good. I'm a happy dude.
Mentally, how are you doing?
Mentally, I'm doing good. Just trying to figure out what I want to do this year, trying to pick up some new hobbies, trying to do more things that make me happy. So right now I'm figuring that out, but I'm still happy. Still doing good.
And then spiritually, how you doing?
Spiritually, doing good. Me and John were talking about it. I don't know if this is spiritual or anything, but I called him one day. I told him I was trying to get more into reading the Bible. So I'm trying to at least, start reading a page a day, more than a page a day. Just go on a little bit of a reading streak, go until, I every day until I just, feel like I want to stop. So that's how I'm doing. I'm getting more spiritual and, just getting more in touch with more religion.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I feel like a lot of times, people don't want to talk about it unless it's people don't understand. You hear Christianity, you hear God, you hear Jesus, and people want to cringe and but then people start talking about freaking manifestation and the universe, and that's perfectly fine.
Buying crystals and rocks,
bro. That's perfectly fine, right? Yeah. But all right, so I'm gonna go down. So for me, 2024, right around this time last year, I was in the middle of a launch.
Mm-hmm.
And so for those of you that don't know, my launch actually didn't do bad. I had a 17.5K launch. But I was my goal was 100. And if oh my goodness, one big thing is like, yo, in your spreadsheets, everything looks. So I was running the numbers like, all right, I have this many people registered.
I remember.
Right? If I get this many people registered and this many people buy at this price, it is up. Worst case scenario, I was expecting at least like 50, 60.
Yeah.
Easy, bro.
I know. I was a little bit into the planning process with John, and I knew his plans and what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And so like I was ready to get going. I started working with my editor.
Mm-hmm.
Around that time, I found a brand new editor. I'm still with the same guy today. But yeah, so like around that time, I was ready to get the year started on the right foot. Ended up not going originally as planned.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like that led me kind of towards like a little bit of depression.
Mm-hmm.
It only lasted a couple of days, but man, like I did not want to be an entrepreneur anymore, bro. That took my heart, bro. Like
John was down for a few days. I called him after. I told him he did a great job, even though he didn't hit the goal that he wanted. He did get a lot of people into his community and what he wanted to do. So I thought he did a great job.
Nah, bro. It's like, bro, when the stakes were self-imposed.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, the stakes was there.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter that I'm the one who made the
stakes,
the arbitrary stakes, bro.
Yeah.
Like I put the stakes, but like they were there, and I didn't deliver as much as I would have liked. You feel me? And so it's like that kind of let me down, and I feel like from that point on, it was really tough throughout the rest of the year because then that kind of. You don't approach things the same way. You approach like, is this gonna work? Like, maybe, no, this might work. Instead of like, bro, I got this new idea. Like you heard I was talking about before when I had that plan.
Yeah.
Like, bro, and then after that, every time I did something, in the back of my head, it was like, I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And then towards the middle of the year, financially, just things went left, bro, and haven't gotten back on course since, bro. So I fast forward to 2025. I'm gonna go through the 5 pillars. Financially, I am down bad. Every credit card is maxed right now. I got a letter from Chase saying that 4 of my cards are closed down. I can't even use them no more.
Yep.
So, that's the bad credit score. I missed their points and miles. You know how hard it is to see my credit score dip the way it dipped, bro. Like I'm like borderline like 600 right now, which is stupid because I was like 770. Bro, I used to be around 760, 770. I was doing good. All my cards had 0 balances on them, and then, bro, it's just like improper uses of my finances and investing in things that in 2023 that I didn't need. Eventually, the well was starting to get dry, and I was, stupid enough to not check. And so by the time the well did dry up, you feel me? I'm like, damn, I'm stuck. I don't got no backup plan. And so, unfortunately, though, survived my full year completely on my own, no job, just straight to business. So I said, I'm in a bad position right now. Yeah. But like, so I'll get into that, tie into the next one. So I'll go mentally first. Yeah. Mentally, I feel like quarter 4 of last year was good to me, bro. I feel like I got a lot of clarity as to what I want to focus on. Yep. I'm going to go all in on growing my AI mastermind. I'm not going to sell publicly, at least, anything else. Like, if people come to want to meet me one-on-one, I'll mention some other things. But like, it's funny too, because we made that episode of like, I think I made an episode talking about like, it wasn't us. I made it my own episode, I think, talking about like what I do for business. And I ended up not uploading it because like as I was getting clarity, I figured out what I talked about in that episode isn't actually what I want to go all in on. And so I'm going to be going all in on growing my AI, monthly mastermind community. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to start running ads for just like a big mental block I had to overcome because like people make you feel bad for running ads. Yeah. They'll be like, I made $7 million all organic. I do my business all organic and make it seem as ads the bad is the worst. Yeah, worst thing on. But it's like unethical or something. Like, bro, everyone I look up to, like Russell Brunson's, Alex Hormozzi's, all those entrepreneur guys. For everybody, bro. All Ryan Serhant, they all run. Came up off of ads. You feel me? And then they got into organic. Once they had money for it and they had the money to incorporate a team and all that stuff, they got ads, they got clients, they made money, and then got into content, not the other way around. Yeah. And so I'm not saying one way is right or wrong. I'm just saying for me, there was a mental block I had to overcome. And so now I'm about to start getting into ads. And so we'll see where it goes. The goal for this year, $250. I'm trying to make $250 this year. Gross revenue. I believe you. 250.
You, bro.
And so, hey, it's a lofty goal, but shoot for the moons. If you miss, you still land amongst the stars, right? So it's like, I'm aiming big. And like, this is also entering my third year into doing AI. So like, I already got some motion. People know me. People know what John talks about AI. So now I just gotta capitalize on it. And so
I gotta know John got clout. John
just
got
a
clout.
little bit.
Worldwide clout.
Just a little bit. So I said financially, horrible. Mentally, I'm doing good. I'm excited, bro. I feel like I finally been progressing forward. I said this to you a bunch of times, but like for anyone listening, I've always said that like for the past like year or so, I feel like I've been mistaking motion for progress. Like I've been getting things done, but like I haven't been moving forward. Bro.
I've heard that before too. Like you could be you could be having motion, but you're staying in the same place. You're not moving forward. Yeah,
exactly. So like I'm doing a bunch of stuff, but the needle isn't moving. And so mentally, I'm feeling good about this year. I'm excited about the new clarity I got. I've been working a lot behind the scenes, bro, cooking up. Yes, emotionally, doing amazing. About to hit year 4, bro. I got some plans with that, bro, for my relationship, bro.
So worry, John's more secretive than Drake, his son. Nobody knows who his girlfriend is, bro, except for a select few people. I think I'm the one of the select few people that know.
Yeah, I guess, bro.
I guess I know who it is. He's acting like I don't. I know who it is.
Anyways, mostly doing amazing, bro. I said about to be on year 4, bro. Thinking about popping a question too. I gotta talk to you off camera, bro. This year gonna be a good year for me, bro. God first, though. And then what else? Mentally, physically, I'm in pretty solid shape. I'm not as great shape as like when I ran the marathon, just because I got colder up here, so I'm not gonna be outside running.
It's like if you guys don't know, if you woke up in Connecticut today, it was like 16 degrees. It's crazy.
I'm not running. I am not going outside, and like it's hard because like. The people I used to play volleyball with, they still be playing, but they go like 9:30 to 11:30 at night. I'm not doing that, bro.
Outside too?
No, they play inside.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
But like, bro, I'm not coming home on midnight.
That's pretty late to be playing volleyball.
OD, bro, especially on a weekday. So so I haven't been as active. I've still been in the gym though. Physically, I feel good. I think this year I'm gonna be in the best shape I've ever been in my life. I'm doing some more Spartan races. I'm signing back up for that marathon. We're running that back.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm playing a bunch of volleyball. I'm gonna be running, playing, hooping, everything, bro. See if I can pick up paddleball. Similar to you, I like trying out new things, bro. So like
finding new hobbies, man.
Bro, just having fun with it, staying in shape, and then spiritually, been doing good. Want to do better. Want to volunteer at my church more. Want to get into Bible study. Really want to get into Bible study, bro, and stuff. Just because I feel like it holds you more accountable. Yeah. To like, reading the word and like also understanding the word, because reading and understanding are two separate things, bro. But like when you called me, you was like, "Yo, John, I want to get into reading the Bible." I was like, "Man, me and Darren might really be friends forever, bro." I was like,
hopefully,
bro. Now you about to be tapped in, bro. Now we can bond on a spiritual level, bro. I feel like for me personally, like the closer you get into my circle, the more we have to have a line, bro. And this is just my personal belief, bro, but like, for example, my girlfriend, like, if she didn't believe in God, if she wasn't a Christian, bro, that would not work out. Because, like, let's say down the road we have kids, and, like, let's say she was a Muslim and I'm a Christian.
You got two different separate ways. Your religion wants you to raise your kids. And
so, like, that will cause issues. It's like, for me, I think the best thing is, like, if you guys are, whether it's a relationship or a friendship or business partnership, if you guys have the same foundation, because a lot of our morals, our ethics, our values come from our religion, our beliefs, and our upbringing. So it's like if you have the same core foundation, even though you're gonna have some things that you disagree with here and there, I feel like y'all know y'all coming from the same place. It might be interpreted a little different, but y'all coming from the same place. Yeah. So y'all still trying to probably get to the same answer. It's just your ways of going about it. But I said, having that foundation is everything, bro. But all right, so for 2025, I said my goal, I want to make $250,000 this year. Right, I need about. I was doing the math. I'm working through ChatGPT, so I put the one thing.
Mr. AI, AI.
I put the one thing book into ChatGPT, so I'm having it help me like get clarity with my goal. But I said 250 is the number. That's the goal, and then I got 4 other goals. But like the 250 is the main one, and if I hit that main one, then the 4 other goals will be hit easy, bro. So as for you, what's the big goal? Because I said we're gonna have to come back in a year from now and redo this, run this back. So like temperature check. What's your big goal right now, and what's your plan to hit it?
So my plan for this year, my big goal, my overarching goal for this year is 35 families helped. I believe I could do that with just my belief in myself and the confidence that I have in myself going into this year. I really think I could hit those numbers. Action plan is just, being more purposeful with what I'm doing, having more better conversations. I'm working with, people that align with me, and, I want to start coming into the office more. So I'm being held accountable in those ways. So just being here, I already am working on the listing. So, I'm on the way. So.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. Darren, any final words? I mean, we're probably gonna do a bunch more collab episodes, but like just for like this episode specifically, more like a temperature check. Tap in, see where we're at. So like any last words to yourself? Because we're gonna hopefully next year run this back and be like, dang, like we said that last year where we're at now. So any last words to yourself?
Any last words to myself? Last words to myself is, if you don't want to do it right now, do it anyway. Because every time I don't want to, like, at least for, what is it? Today's the 7th? Last 7 days, I'm like, I don't want to do something. I'm like, all right, Darren, just do it now. Get it over with.
Yeah.
Get it over with. You don't want to do it now. Get it over with. So that's my advice to you guys. If you ever don't want to do anything, just do it right now. And that's my advice to myself.
All righty, Darren. First podcast in the book for us. A whole lot more to go, bro.
Yes, sir.